Hey, didn't I see you at that idiot's party? You had enough too? Yeah. I thought it was stupid. Well, I didn't want to go in the first place, but my sister made me. Her and her stupid friends. My ex-girlfriend. Oh, my sister. Yeah, she's a scary one. Don't worry. I won't tell her you said that. Why are you standing down at the beach in the dark? I agree it's much nicer down here, but don't you want a fire or something? Well, that's what I came down here to do. I brought some stuff with me. Stuff I want to burn. Here, stand back. You don't want to just be sitting out here alone in the dark. I could easily start a fire for us. Here, this can start it. And then I'll use my fire bending. What? Why are you staring at me? Yeah, it was a painting of my family. What's it to you? Mind your own business. Sorry. My ex-girlfriend says that my temper is out of control. Well, do you agree? Is my temper out of control? Why is everything so confusing? I just want to sit here, look at the fire, look at the stars. It's a nice fire, isn't it? I am a pretty good firebender after all. I could beat anyone. General Zhao, my sister, the Avatar. Yeah, I beat the Avatar once. Well, why don't you believe me? Oh, you must not know who I am then. I'm Zuko. As in Prince Zuko, son of the Fire Lord. No, please don't. Stop bowing. I don't know why I told you. Looking for validation, I guess. Something about this island makes me want to talk. And I hate talking. You don't mind listening? Well, I guess I know what my uncle would say then. He would tell me to make you a cup of tea. Would you like some tea? It's embarrassing, but I have a lot of tea making supplies in my bag here. My uncle, he's in jail. They took all of his belongings and I felt like I was supposed to protect them for when he got out, you know? So they're safe here with me. My bag's not that big. I do have a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. Do you have a favorite kind of tea? Well, let's see. Oh, don't worry. Uncle definitely wouldn't mind that I'm giving you some of his tea. In fact, I think nothing would make him happier. Okay. I think I remember what all the kinds are. Like this. This is ginger tea. It's good for your stomach. Do you want to smell them? And oh, this one. This is ginseng. One of Uncle's favorites. Give it a smell. they kind of taste how they smell. I always think it's gonna taste better. Here, jasmine tea. Another one of Uncle's favorites. Although I think he would say all tea is his favorite. Oh, this green tea. Very popular in the Earth Kingdom. Here. Lychee tea. If you've never been out of the Fire Kingdom, then you've probably never had this. Yeah, it's really popular in Ba Sing Se. And here's some spice tea. Fire Nation specialty. Specialty, not special tea. I thought I had some white dragon tea. Uncle says it's so good, it's heartbreaking. I don't know if I believe him. It's just hot leaf juice. But sorry, those are all the kinds I have. Well, what do you think? Which one would you like me to make? Well, I can do a combination of a few of them. Did I sell you on any in particular? Uncle could be a little dramatic with his tea, so I don't know if I have any teas that will break your heart, but let's see. We can mix up a little combination of a few and make something delicious. Let's see. A little bit of green tea is a good base. And you just want a little bit. This is taking too long. Why won't it come out? I know what Uncle would say. Be patient, my nephew. Tea is an art, and art takes time. Something like that. Okay. That's working a little better. And then, how about some ginger? Mix that in there. And finally, what do you think about a little bit of ginseng? Okay, I'll pour that in. Well, if you hate it, I'm sorry. I'll make myself a cup too. That way we can suffer together. First I have to put on some water. Got a little pouch here. And this tiny pot that Uncle brings around. Pour some water in there. And then you wait for that to boil. I think you're supposed to do a certain temperature depending on the type of tea you're making, but I don't remember, so I suppose we'll just guess. My uncle and I, we actually were in Ba Sing Se, hiding out as non-bending refugees. It was tough at first. Uncle had to dance just to get some money for us to eat. I did no dancing. Humiliating. But eventually we got hired at a tea shop, and Uncle, he loved it. We ended up with our very own tea shop, and well, it didn't last long, but I did learn a thing or two. Before I learned anything about tea, I used to make Uncle some every once in a while. It must have tasted disgusting. I don't know how he drank it with a straight face. But that's Uncle for you. Sorry, am I talking too much about tea? Okay, if you say so. While we're waiting for that to boil, I can get the cups ready. Nice, isn't it? It's these tiny things that I think I've been taking for granted. But we had to leave Ba Sing Se. Well, we were caught as undercover firebenders because Uncle bought a cup of tea and it was too cold. So we used firebending to heat it up. And this kid who hated firebenders caught him. Stupid, right? I know. So we came back here, and I'm not banished anymore. I think my father really does want me at the war meetings. Something that I thought that I wanted for so long. And, well, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but now I'm not so sure. It's not like I can waste my time brewing tea. Not for a living, anyway. I'm on the path to restoring my honor. And it's important to me to do what's right. There's that boiling water. Now all we do is pour a little in here. And wait just a few minutes while the leaves infuse with the boiling water. What was I saying? Right. Well, I can't make tea for a living. No. But Uncle would probably say something like, "You can draw wisdom from many places." So, maybe making tea can actually help me be a good leader. Is that stupid? Thanks. Okay, well, what about you? Do you live here on Ember Island? I see. Well, why did you leave the party alone? Did you go with anyone? Yeah. That guy thought he was so special. Talking about how his father's a general. My father's a fire lord. Sorry, I'm making it about me again. What do your parents do? Oh. That's very interesting. You must know someone fighting for the war then, right? That's rough, buddy. I'm sorry. I have to tell you something. And I think it's the truth. I don't know if this war is right. I don't know, like, right. Tea's ready. Okay. Now you have to do this part really carefully, or else you could get burned. Not something I typically worry about too much anymore, but still good practice nonetheless. Here you go. Now, it's gonna be a little hot, so I can blow on it for you if you want. You can blow on your own tea. Okay, here you go. And cheers. Not bad. Not my best, though. What do you think? I know, I was just talking about the war, and now I'm asking you about tea. I have this plan, and I don't know, it might sound crazy, but have you ever met anyone outside of the Fire Nation? Someone who didn't grow up here? Well, I have. And the more I meet, the more I think that this is true. Growing up, we were taught that the Fire Nation was the greatest civilization in history. And somehow, the war was our way of sharing greatness with the rest of the world. What an amazing lie that is. The people of the world are terrified by the Fire Nation. They don't see our greatness. They hate us. And we deserve it. We created an era of war in the world. And if we don't want the world to destroy itself, then we need to replace it with an era of peace and kindness. Yes. Look, I know this sounds crazy, but I've never been able to talk to anyone about this, and I think you understand. Would you want to accompany me to go find the Avatar and join him? Don't laugh, I'm being serious. I don't want to capture him anymore. I think that I can help him. And I know we just met, but I feel like I've known you for a really long time. So, what do you say? Should we go teach the Avatar firebending? I guess I should ask first. How is your firebending? Okay. You learned a bit in school? Do you feel confident? Yeah. All I did was study firebending with Uncle when we were banished years ago. I like to think that I've gotten pretty good. And if the Avatar needs to learn, well, I don't really know who else he's gonna ask. So I hope he says yes. Well, why don't you show me something then? Go on, don't be embarrassed. I'll step back. Was that supposed to be a fireball? That was more like a fire speck. No, don't. I'm sorry. I just, Okay, look. You're breathing. That's the first thing I noticed. That should be pretty basic. You should be breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm gonna put my hands on your shoulders. Do you mind? Now, take a big breath in. Just what I thought. There's your problem. you're breathing into your chest when you should be breathing into your stomach, where all the power is. Here, try it again. I'm gonna put my hands on your shoulders, and I don't want your shoulders to move. I want your breath to go deep into your stomach and puff out. Breathe in. Good. And out. Do you feel more power? The next time you try a fireball, try breathing like that first. It'll help, I promise. It's small things like that that can make you such a better firebender in such a short time. It's going to be terrifying to go against the Fire Nation. I've already been banished once, and I know that I didn't like that. But I have to do what I think is right. What do you say? I know that all my life I believed one thing, and I believed it so deeply. And now everything I've learned has changed, but sometimes clouds have two sides. There's a dark and a light side, and a silver lining in between. It's like a silver sandwich. So when life seems hard, take a bite of that silver sandwich. I probably won't be the one giving inspirational speeches, but I know we're making the right choice even though it's hard. I think that now, under the cover of darkness, is a perfect time to escape. Well, we can sneak back across the water. I know where they keep the warships. And we could even take a balloon. If my avatar hunting instincts are right. And they've gotten pretty good over the years. I think the avatar might be hanging out at the Western Air Temple. We can find him there before the rest of the Fire Nation does. And then we can help him. Well, this has been a very productive beach talk. I'm telling you, there's something about this island. Are you finished with your tea? I'll take that. Okay. I have everything packed up. Are you ready?